Have we ever stopped to consider that we might already be living the perfect life? No, not ideal, not stress-free, success-laced, glow-up complete, not the airbrushed version of ourselves we keep uploading to our imagination. We mean this, exact life. With the crappy mornings, the missed opportunities, the never texted back moments, the existential spirals, and the good old-fashioned family trauma. Could we brace yourselves? Love it. It sounds absurd, dangerous even. In a world built on optimization and hustle, the idea that we might embrace our failures, heartbreaks, and embarrassments with open arms feels like heresy. But here we are, scrolling through self-help rabbit holes, trying to upgrade our souls like they were old iPhones. In 2025, we still haven't cracked the code of happiness, still buying productivity journals we don't finish, still watching morning routine videos at 2 a.m. while eating leftover noodles in yesterday's clothes. We say we want peace, but the algorithm knows better. It feeds us drama, dopamine, and more reasons to hate our reflection. So what if we're asking the wrong question? What if the goal isn't to escape our fate, but to love it? Amor fati, love of fate. Nietzsche whispered it like a dare across the centuries. And we? We heard it, nodded thoughtfully, and then promptly Googled how to manifest a better timeline. But really, what would it take to look at our lives, all of it, and say, yes, this, again please, forever? Think about that. Every awkward childhood, every dead-end job, every sorry, we're not hiring, every ghosted text, every moment we thought we'd never recover from, and every random Tuesday when nothing hurt and we forgot to be anxious. Could we love it all? Could we become the lunatics who smile at failure and call it a plot twist? Maybe the question isn't, how do we change our lives? Maybe it's, how do we see them? Because here's the hard truth. We can't edit the past. We've tried. Our brains are already overrun with alternative histories where we got it right, said the perfect thing, made the bold move. But those versions don't exist. Only this one does, and it brought us here. That alone makes it worth something. Although the phrase originated with the Stoics, philosophers like Epictetus and Marcus Aurelius, Nietzsche was the first to crank it up to 11, making it a core tenet of his personal philosophy. You'll find it discussed across his works, particularly The Gay Science and Ecce Homo, among others. He developed this idea during a lonely, reflective period in the Swiss Alps. Nietzsche had left behind both his family and his academic career, chasing independence and philosophical clarity. What he mostly found instead were illness, isolation, and professional obscurity. Amor fati was Nietzsche's war cry in the face of suffering. For a man who lived in physical pain, social rejection, and near complete obscurity during his lifetime, the concept wasn't theoretical, it was survival. Nietzsche's journals and letters show a man deeply conflicted by his solitude and failures, yet determined to find joy in them, not despite them. In The Gay Science, he writes, "I want to learn more and more, to see as beautiful what is necessary in things." He doesn't say tolerate, he doesn't say resign, he says beautiful. Nietzsche challenges us to transcend victimhood, not by becoming emotionless, but by turning our fate into art, into something worth affirming. But what happens when we can't? When life doesn't just challenge us, but breaks us? This is where Dostoevsky enters the frame, bleeding, bruised, and more relevant than ever. While Nietzsche philosophized suffering, Dostoevsky lived it in the most brutal, human sense. Arrested for his political ideas, sentenced to death, spared at the last second, and exiled to a Siberian labor camp, Dostoevsky saw the absolute depths of human misery. And yet out of that darkness, he wrote some of the most compassionate and psychologically piercing novels of all time. In Notes from Underground, we meet a man who is fractured, bitter, and painfully self-aware. He sabotages himself, mocks his own desires, and essentially argues that even in a world of perfect happiness, humans would choose suffering, just to prove they could. Sound familiar? Nietzsche and Dostoevsky never met, but their ideas collide with astonishing symmetry. Both believed that suffering wasn't just inevitable, it was defining. For Dostoevsky, redemption didn't come from eliminating pain, but from enduring it with eyes wide open. In Crime and Punishment, Raskolnikov's descent into guilt and torment isn't a fall from grace, it's his path to truth. He had to suffer to discover who he really was. We're not asked to worship pain, but to stop fleeing from it, to stop labelling every uncomfortable thing as a flaw in the code. Amor fati means saying, this pain, it's mine. This failure, it built me. This version of my life that didn't go according to plan, it's the only one that ever could have happened. And that's the terrifying beauty of it. We could keep pretending perfection is a destination, or we could take a breath and finally show up for the story we're actually in. So no, amor fati isn't easy. It doesn't come with a vision board. It's not romantic or viral. It's messy, irrational, kind of unhinged, but it might be the only thing that makes us free. We don't have to like everything that happens to us, but we might just learn to love the fact that it did happen. Because without it, we wouldn't be us. And if we can get to that place of weird, radical acceptance, then maybe, just maybe, we can stop chasing a life worth living and start living a life worth repeating. Subscribe if you're ready to face the chaos with us.